What's up, Staten Island? Top of reporting for the Staten Island event. It's another edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. We chat with someone from the small business community on Staten Island. What a series it's been. Really appreciate you joining us all the way thus far. And our conversations continue today with Corrado Sina. Corrado is the general manager at Auto Pro Collision. Corrado, how are you?
I'm doing well, Todd. How are you?
Good, man. Hey, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but give us a little history about your business. Maybe we'll go that route. Give us history about your business and what you guys pretty much do.
My father had started the company in 1994. We originally were based in Port Richmond and had since moved to Grasmere. We do anything to small bumper scratches to structural replacements, frame replacement. We do a lot of paint work, anything basically in the auto body repair business for collision.
So what did that mean for the business as far as when COVID hit, when the pandemic hit and things were in quarantine? You guys were an essential service, no? So you guys kept working pretty much and doing what you're doing?
Yes. So we never stopped. We have been open this whole time. We definitely saw an impact after COVID. Even though we are essential, with everything shut down, there's a lot less vehicles on the road. So that did affect our business. But we are starting to see a little bit of a pickup after all these phases.
So it's pretty much business as usual, although nothing seems usual really anymore, the usual day that you have, Corrado. What are you guys thinking, a short-term and long-term, how are you going to conduct business and following all the CDC guidelines and guidelines from the governor's office and from the state and whatnot? What are you guys putting in place in regards to social distancing and PPE? Talk to us about the approach for the rest of the summer and the coming months, because now we're in that phase 4, modified phase 4. What's to come and what's your business's approach in keeping you, yourself, your family, your employees, and of course, guests safe at Auto Pro Collision?
So a big thing is, obviously with the passing over of a customer's vehicle, there's a lot of things going on, whether it's customers coming into the office, our staff getting into the customer's car, driving it around, touching a few different hands from start to finish. So we definitely want to keep everybody safe, everybody wearing protection, masks. We do have sanitizers everywhere, making sure that the employees are washing their hands as many times as possible when passing things off. As far as vehicles, customers' vehicles, we are disinfecting the vehicle upon arrival at the shop. And we are doing things to keep the car clean throughout the repair process, and then definitely disinfect it before giving the customer their vehicle back. We are trying to minimize the amount of time customers spend at our location by, especially if things are done by appointment with let's say an insurance company, with filling forms out before customers get here, setting a rental up for the customer and having enterprise. We actually have a satellite office at our locations. So you get the rental right from our shop, but we're setting that appointment up and making sure that it is a seamless process. So the customer doesn't stay here as long as more than they need to.
Which is smart. You know, I have a little off-topic question here. What was business like and how busy was it when we were in quarantine? Kind of going backwards a little bit, but I'm just curious. Question popped into my mind. Whether a lot of cars coming in, because there weren't really that many cars on the road March, April, and some of May. Even now, are you noticing a lot less coming in as far as auto repair and whatnot, and body fixing car bodies and whatnot? What's business been like right now for you?
So kind of at the start of it, we really weren't sure what to expect. It was a little tricky because we were in the very beginning. It wasn't really clear what was essential, what was considered essential. Me and my father going back and forth. When they originally made that list, it was just auto repair or just the auto business. So we weren't sure if that meant selling or let's say vehicle maintenance, like a mechanic shop. And then they eventually did include like auto body and like vehicle repair as a whole, including us into that essential business. But we weren't sure if people would feel safe coming into our business. So it was a little hard to kind of make our predictions of what it would be. But at the height of it, it ended up being about maybe 60% down in volume. And it's kind of gone up, down, kind of stayed at that 60. got to eventually 50%, and now we're kind of seeing a 40% number of it being down. It's starting to definitely pick up, but it definitely was getting there in that April. It started in March. April was kind of the worst, and it's been getting better ever since. This business in general, we kind of see a downturn at this time of the year, especially with everybody being on vacation. I know nobody could really go now. So it's kind of always been a slow time of our year in the business normally. But with this on top, it definitely doesn't make it any better.
Excellent. Corrado, thank you for answering that question. It was a little bit off of what we would normally do here, but it's just interesting. Every business owner we talk to has a different story to tell, and just curious with less cars on the road, less people driving to work and whatnot. Curious what your take was. So thank you for that, and thank you for the time today. I really appreciate it. Once again, Corrado Sino from Auto Pro Collision. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was interested in just finding out what Corrado had to say about how busy things were in quarantine with barely any cars on the road, right? Only like essential workers and those who had essential businesses, and how things are moving forward right now, and how they're approaching the business and how busy things have been. Because one thing for sure on the Together SI Business Spotlight is everyone's got a different story to tell. And that's why this has been such a great success, and great to hear from everyone and hear business is still thriving on Staten Island. We appreciate you watching. My name is Tal Bavona, reporting for the Staten Island events, and we look forward to seeing you next time.